is to improve our speaking skills, number one. The second thing is to improve our critical thinking, because when you discuss something like this, you're basically improving your critical skills ability, right? So I'm thankful to you for taking your time, investing your time in this discussion, and I hope this will really benefit you, not only in the classroom for the sake of having good grades, but in your future efforts also. Thank you. So this guy will be making video, and this video will not go online unless you give me permission to do that. So I'm just making this video so that I can keep a record for myself, for the department, right? Okay, and I guess this is probably the first video. This will be a first video in the department like this, or even a discussion like this. They don't have this kind of thing here, probably, right? Okay, thank you. So you can start now. Thank you. So you need to introduce your topic, first of all, the anchor, right? And then do the way you like, do the way you have time. Thank you. Yes.
Good morning, guys. Hello, welcome. First, I'm going to introduce the topic, which is working part-time while you're studying in the university. So my name is Mohammed Al-Bari, and I have here Abdelaziz Al-Ghiman, and Abdelaziz Al-Waili, and Abdurrahman bin Abdel. Our topic is, since the government have put in a rule which is that the companies must employs the like 70% must be Saudis, okay? So no. Companies start looking for Saudis people, and try to give them a good salary in order just to make them working. Okay. Also, now some people who graduated from high school, they don't go to study in the university. They just go straight at working. Looking for companies or something like that. So now, since that a lot of people or a lot of students start working, just gonna start with a simple question. What do you think of taking a part-time while you're studying? So, just a simple question. What do you think, guys?
I think it's good for the student that study in the university and work as a part-timer, or I think if you work as a full-time, I think it's a bad idea for
Actually, yeah, people can't work full-time while they're studying. They just take part-time.
Yeah, so no, sometimes if you are already an employee in one company and you ask them to complete your studies, they allow you. So you are already full-time employee, and then you can apply to study in university or anything, complete your studies. But I think if you are if you just graduate from high school and you want to go to university, I think it's better if you study and have a part-time job, because when you are in college there is so much free time, and sometimes it will not go, you will not use it beneficially, or you have to use it in a good way. I think working is one of the good parts that you can do if you're studying.
Okay. What do you think? Anything? Anyone has an opinion?
Yes, I have an obvious point of view. I believe that it's a disadvantage if you study and work at the same time. It will affect your study at the university. It may, of course, it will affect, but also even if you are good to work and study together, I think it will delay your graduation. You cannot graduate like the normal students. It will take you some time.
Yeah. That depends on the employer, the student. If you can focus on the two main parts, that studying and working, I think you can manage it. A lot of people that I know that already managed this, already graduated from college while working. So I think this is solely dependent on the person himself. It's not about the job. Sometimes you can delay your graduation.
Yes.
It can be a part of it, but mostly it depends on the person. This is not the main cause. The cause is the person, the lack of responsibility of the person. That will lead him to delay his graduation. But I think it can play a part, but not a huge part.
Okay, Abdulaziz. You know, I have seen a lot of people that they are graduated from high school and they just go into working. They just don't want to go or study the university. So what do you think?
Well, if you go to work at companies and you never go to high school, this is, for me, it's a bad idea. But some people, they have like, they say we have an idea, we're gonna build our companies and we're gonna build ourselves from nothing. So if they study, they think if they study, it's gonna affect their work. Yeah, they work. They can't focus on it. So they leave university. But for me, I don't think this is a good idea. You have to have something. You have to. No, I mean you have to, like, if you study college, then you have something when you graduate. You can go to work. I mean, you're still young if you focus on your study. But if you work while you're studying part time, for me it depends on people. Some people, they actually can do it.
Can manage.
Yeah, they actually can manage, but some other people, they can't. So for me, I guess you have to build your basis at the beginning of your levels. I mean, if you're level 1 or level 2, you have to build the basis in your college. You have to know how college works, because it's totally different from high school. So you have to build your basis, and you have to know what to do, where to go, and then if you can manage, you can work part time. That's it.
I agree with him. It's better if you, I think, first 2 levels or maybe 3 for some people. If you build the basis of, because you are, as you said, it's totally different than high school. So you have to build the basis. If you are studying in English, you will study in the first 3 levels of English department the skills. I think some people struggle with that, so they have to focus mainly on the studying, and after that, if they feel confident with the major that they are in, they know the basis. I think they can. It's better for them to apply for part-time jobs. I think that's.
Okay, guys, I have a question. What do you think of the people that, you know, they have to make money for themselves? You know, for example, they have some bad circumstances, so they have to make money. Do you think they should drop school and just focus on working, or they just keep it together?
I think, for me, sorry. I think you have, if you have a circumstance that, if you have to work, if you don't get paid enough if you are working part time, and you have to support your family, I think family is always first. So I think it's better to go full time and drop school or delay school. Not drop. You can come back in 2 years, 3 years if the circumstance is better. I think.
Speaking about family, I think one of the disadvantages for being, employee and at the same time while you're studying, that you cannot have some time with your family, because after you finish your day at the university, I think it's 2 hours left to begin the part-time job till the evening. So when you finish your job, you will go home and sleep. You will not have any time with your family.
Be tired, right?
Yeah, but you can have some off days, and because mainly your families also are busy with their jobs, with their work that they are doing. So I think it's better to get your mind busy, because you will not spend the whole 10 hours after you finish school and go to bed. If you have 10 hours only free time,
Yes.
you will not spend it all your family. So sometimes you will waste it, like playing video games and doing something that will not benefit you in the future.
You mean hobbies?
Maybe, but I think you have an off days, so you can manage in off days. You have at least 2 days. Here in the Saudi rules, you have at least 2 days in a week. I think it's enough for all the people. I don't think anyone that will struggle with, unless you are married. That's a totally different.
If you allow me, you talked about hobbies like playing football or PlayStation, anything else. Also, I think this is a disadvantage for the student who is working at the same time. Why? Because also he has no time for hobbies.
But you have high
Only
school and-
studying and working at the same time. And if he got some time like day offs or like
Yeah.
holidays, it's not enough. You will not enjoy it.
No,
It's a little time, no more.
but you are building your resume because when you graduate, you will have an experience if you are working part time. So
I
this is
agree
for the
with you.
future.
I agree.
This is for the future. But I think if you are in high school, you already played a lot of football, you already played a lot of video games. So that sometimes you will not benefit from it.
Yes.
So I think you are starting to be a man. You have to drop some, you have to sacrifice some hobbies, some other things that make you happy, and try to be responsible for something and try to drop out some hobbies. Maybe not playing video games at all unless you are in a holiday. I think it's better. You might see it as an it will affect his happiness. I think no, it's totally different.
I
'Cause
agree with you.
you can do a lot with 2 off days. I think it's enough for some people. For all the people, I think it's enough. Off days, 2 days off, it's good.
At what 1 week?
Well,
You
guys,
mean for the like 8 days.
7 days, 2 days off. Yeah, 8 days.
well,
I
guys,
think it's good.
I
it's
think
good.
Muhammad asked us if your family needs money. So if you're young and your family needs money, so you have to work, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't live without money. So I'm not saying that you drop school or you drop college, because if you work now,
Well,
you-
sometimes you have to.
no, you don't have to.
If you want to
no.
work full time,
No.
you have to drop school.
No, I'm not gonna work
Because you
full-time.
need more money.
Of course, listen. If I drop college,
Mhm.
then if I want a big job in the future, I need to study. So I will help my family,
But-
but they need to help me as well. So if I'm gonna help them with some money, I'm gonna work part time for them. It's not for me now. It's for them. So I need to let them do something for me.
Yeah, but maybe they can't.
I don't think.
There are special cases that they are old. Maybe you
You
only have
see,
to.
see now you said special cases. So special cases, they have
Yeah.
special cases.
Yeah, I know, but this is
But-
what we are talking about.
No, he asked if your money needs money. So of course I'm gonna help them, but also they have to help me. So they need to work with me.
Yeah,
I mean-
if you have 2 brothers, maybe they're younger than you and they don't work, and you are the only source of income that they.
So I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let them work.
You'll let them work, and you'll have. You'll focus on your studies more.
No, I'm not gonna study. I'm not gonna focus on my studies alone. I'm gonna focus on my study and focus on work. And I can work.
You can manage.
Yeah, I can manage. I can work and I can.
That will give you the ability to manage your time. You know?
Exactly.
So, but do you know that now companies accept everyone? Doesn't matter if you're graduated from high school, university. Just they are looking for a person who can do their job,
Yes, I
or
know.
do their work. They may find someone graduated from high school and give him 2,000 salary. You know.
Yeah, but it's different. That's not what I mean. I mean, listen, if I graduate, for example, if I graduate from English department now, and I'm working at some company at the same time now, so I got money, I got maybe 3,000 a month. So if I graduate, I can work as a teacher. So if I become a teacher, if I become a teacher, I will have like 8,000 a month.
Or maybe in the same company with more money.
Yeah, or maybe he's right, in the same company but with more money because I graduated now. So
You have a bachelor. You have
Yes.
something.
I have something to show them. I have like a resume for myself. I have experience of everything.
Yeah, but
So-
you know, sometimes like when you graduate from high school, for example, you work at a company, you will get, you know, in a higher level in the same company. You may not, you may just in 2 to 3 years become, for example, something big in the company, you know.
I'm not saying you're
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah,
But
that-
listen to me. I've been in their case. I mean, I listened to a lot of story in this case. You graduate from high school, you go to a company and you work on it. So I go to college, I study, I graduate. So you work there for like 4 years and I study for 4 years. I graduate, I become your boss, even if you work 4 years.
Yeah.
Usually that's
That's the
the case. Yes.
Okay, just let me tell you something. You know, I have been in a company. Okay. Now, the most thing that you are focusing on just the person experience.
Yeah,
You know,
you can do
sometimes they don't have, you know, bachelor. People don't have it.
Yeah.
Just they have experience. They accept it more than the people who does have
Yeah,
bachelor.
that's why I said it's better if you work as a part-timer, so you'll get experience and a degree,
Yeah. So
both at the same time. Maybe not the same experience as the one that is working full-time, but at least you have a good resume, a bachelor and.
okay, what if you don't need money? Okay. Do you think working part time is a good idea?
Yeah, for me, I think if you don't need money, maybe your family is rich or something.
Yeah.
I think
That's what I mean.
I think it's good also for you. So you have to be responsible. You have to be self-dependent on
Okay,
yourself.
aren't you afraid if like you don't have free time to spend with the friends or
No,
practicing your
no,
hobbies or something?
I think this is if you are 18, when you start going to college, I think you have to be at least 18 or something if you graduate from school.
So you mean you
So-
have to focus on your future?
Yeah, but because you already did all the spending time with friends, all the hobbies that you did when you were high school, intermediate
But let
school.
me tell you something. You never get tired of these things.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, you want
but,
them.
But if you focus mainly on them, and
No,
your
I mean you want them.
hobbies,
Okay,
you
I'm
will
s-
not do anything.
I don't need money now. Okay, of course I need experience, but I don't need money now. So
No, but-
let me go to college. Let me go to college and let me focus on my study, and let me practice my hobbies.
I think it's okay for you, but I think for some people, but even if you are not studying, so you have to be responsible from an early age. You have to know how to manage your money, finance yourself, support your.
You can't do
education
these
expenses.
things without working part time.
But your family can do it.
No,
not
I mean you can do these things without working part time.
Ma- you-
You can manage your time, but if you're studying,
Yeah.
of course you're gonna
What
have
are the-
homeworks, you're gonna have midterms, you're gonna
But
have
it-
finals.
It
So
will not fill up your day.
no, you have to manage your time by these things.
How long do you think the average student take if we take off the college hours
Listen,
in his day? How long do you think?
I'm not saying you're gonna have the same experience if you work part time, but if I focus on my
You will not time
stu-
manage yourself.
no, I
You will
am.
not learn to
No, I am.
manage your time.
No, I will.
So I think some people that are lucky with it, maybe at least you can work with your family. Maybe they have a company, you can work there. But
Yeah.
if you are
No,
only
listen,
focusing on your hobbies,
I see
no.
I see your point. He means like sometimes people like get addicted to playing to be able to manage it. They may get bad grades. They're
That's-
not working.
Yeah, that's not what he said. He said like another thing. He said like if you're not gonna work, you're not gonna
No,
be
you're
able to
not.
manage your time. You're not gonna be able to manage your money.
No, you are not
Well, I
going-
will.
You are not going to learn the skill of time management.
Well, I am. I'm managing my time
How-
because I have midterms. I have.
But is it that much?
Yes.
Is it will take
Yes,
up your
sometimes
whole month?
sometimes a week I have 3 midterms, I have 4 projects in a
But-
week.
but how
So
long-
I can do all these things.
But in 15 weeks, you studies for 15 weeks.
Listen,
It will not
I
be
am
only
managing.
one week.
I am managing my time.
Okay,
So-
okay, let's hear his point.
The university, from my experience, university gives you knowledge, but cannot give you skills.
Yeah.
You have to get skills by yourself, by working. From my experience, I am employed since 2011, but I dropped. I left. I quit part time last year because I couldn't combine between study and also working at the same time. Yes, I had experience and good experience from my skills. Part-time gives me a lot of skills, which I cannot never get it from the university.
Yeah.
Yes, but also I have to complete my
Studies.
my study, and also if I graduated, and I will come back, of course. But it depends on the person. Does he can he
Yeah,
combine
manage.
between them
Yeah.
or not?
I have one case.
I'm
that is-
totally with you, by the way.
I have one case that I think you have to see which one is better. That will decide, I think. If you are in human resource, you are working in the human resource department in one company, you get a lot of applications
Yes.
daily from other people that are applying for your jobs, and you see what is the most appealing resume that you see. What is the most appealing? Is it the one with the bachelor that got maybe 5 out of 5 in his GPA, or is it the one that got 4 out of 5 or 4.5 out of 5, and they have a good experience in a good company?
Of course.
Which one are you
Of course,
taking?
of course, it's okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's okay to sacrifice a little bit of grade, but it's
Okay.
better.
Okay, but please let me finish. When I started at 2011, I was a normal employee, but year after year, I become I have more responsibilities till I get to the position of the region manager for one of the furniture companies. Okay, I had a good salary, but I was stuck in the university. I had one year to finish, but I couldn't. Why? Because my responsibility at the job. Because if you started, of course, like me, 2011, you will not stay at your position. You will get more
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
responsibilities. You will get more better
With the
position,
promotions
and you will be stuck. And you will say, I'm not lost my study at the university while I have my. For me, it's 1 year to finish. You will be stuck.
Yeah, at some
But
point.
you have to take the risk.
But if you just maybe you have 18 hours each term in a college.
Yes.
If you just take 12,
Yes.
it will affect your graduation
Of
time.
course.
But is it better if you stayed and you only got 12 hours each term? So you will have more free time, and you can manage your work. You
Yes.
have-
Yes.
Is it-
will give you a lot of time, yes.
Is it better for you if you are still in that work, especially after you graduate? Sometimes you can't find a job straight away.
Yes.
But if you are already in a job and you tell them that you already graduated, I can be a full time.
Yes.
It's better for you.
Of course.
So you have to sacrifice sometimes
Yes.
to get the better.
We all agreed you will have experience.
Yeah.
But you can't say you can't manage your time or you can't manage your money if you don't have
I think it's a good learning skill.
Of course, you will have experience, but I can manage and I can manage
Yes,
my
some people
time.
can manage
Will you
it.
have the ability to manage your time better than the one who's working?
It depends on the person. It's different for
No,
person.
but-
Of course, you will have.
I mean, if you're not working,
No, but-
what you're gonna do?
I am studying. I have things to do. Maybe stay with my family and maybe practice my hobby, do my homeworks, and go to college and maybe go to the gym. So I'm managing my time now, right?
I think the problem.
Am I-
But if you, for example, today, if you do nothing, you will be careless. You will.
But listen, if you do nothing, this is on the person himself. He's not managing his time. I'm not working part-time, by the way, right now. I'm going to the gym. I spend sometimes with my family. I study for my college, and I play video games. I do all these things. I do a lot of things, and I'm managing
But
my
I
time.
think he means that working will force you to manage your time.
Especially-
What I'm saying
What's
is,
yours?
you will have more experience. Yes, I'm totally with you at this point.
Yeah, for me, experience, in the first 2 years of your studying, you shouldn't go to work, because in the beginning you have to gain knowledge first. Then you have to practice outside and gain
I can
experience.
see your point. It's a good point of view. I think it's better if you stay first 2 years. Just take.
What
take
do I say?
work. Maybe some people they can go, they can do the work. So, and especially with what Abdulaziz is saying is he's saying that if you have only 4 years to live, this is the only 4 years that you're gonna have fun with. You can have fun after college.
Yes.
You can
But-
have fun
but
while
you
we're
have-
studying, after college, every
No, but
time,
no.
if you manage your time.
No, but I think if you don't, especially sometimes you have to support your own need, your own finance point of view. You have to be good financially, and if you.
Yeah, let's finish with this. Old people always says that work hard at the beginning, you will rest at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so thank you guys for the
Appreciate it.
discussion.
Thank you.
And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Clap for them. Clap for them. Thank you very much. So I really like it.